Let's talk to Bastila.
Well, maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs?
Oh, go on then.
You must have banked a turn too sharply, because it sounds like all the blood has rushed from your brain. I am Bastila, a member of the Jedi Order and a fleet commander for the Republic. Nobody owns me. Now, we don't have time for joking around. What are you doing here? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact,
really?
It's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. I may have been a prisoner, but a Jedi is never helpless. Maybe you've heard of a little thing called the Force? But I suppose I shouldn't be too hard on you. You did try to save me, after all, even if it didn't go quite as planned. So let's get down to business. We're not out of danger yet. If I'm going to figure out a way for us to get off this planet, I need to know what kind of resources we can draw on. First, are we the only two survivors left from the Ender Spire?
No, we've got cars.
KotOR is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please, take me to Karth right away. I know, but it's funny. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taris yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taris will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will. You know, I had my doubts about this mission, but I figured the Jedi Council wouldn't put you in charge if you weren't prepared. But here you are, acting like a spoiled child.
I see. It's true that I don't have much military experience. Perhaps I should not be so quick to judge. Very well, Karth. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there. We just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith.
That should have really clipped back to Bastila then.
I think we'll need some help getting off Taris. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you.
Why, yes.
A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Terrace, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Terrace.
That's exactly right. And because of that, I'm going to go off and do some... what are they called? I'm going to get that last bounty. Which I mean need to go... I can't speak. Which means I need to go dueling. I'm going to do that first. I don't suppose there's anything... No, we don't have any lightsaber parts for Bastila. Bastila. Let's equip her. She's only got her clothing. Project's armband. She can have that. In fact, that's... it's best when used in conjunction with its belt. So she can have the belt that I have too. Where am I? Yep. I will have the KotOR regulator again. Bastila can have the belt. She can have a lightsaber, obviously. Karth can have Brejik's gloves. She can't have anything else, can she? No. No. She's already got an energy shield. Oh yeah, Brejik. And an energy shield. Because I'm going to be using Bastila. Karth's already got one, that's okay. Oh yes. Okay, so let's go to the Cantina and do some dueling.
Yin kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hai tun kun ching. Ni bobo jimata ni punaje. Dolpi kik nyunyan.
Yes, that's right. Sorry about that, I forgot. Yes.
Rundi hadonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes.
Oh, Canderous again.
Palamul tong king ban. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aitha. Tong hai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang ninkotu.
Yes, okay.
Shagji kin lord chawa tauma?
Fair enough. Wow, he's walking around in circles. Bastila!
Yes?
Yes! Level her up. Because she's only level 4. Attributes. What shall I give Bastila? Bastila can have wisdom. I think. Yes. Skills. Bastila... she does only really need awareness and treat injury. I've only got 2 points. Oh, so I can put one into each. Very nice. Powers! Yes! We'll be able to get Cure, which is very useful. Can only get that after level 6 though. Let's see. Stun Droid. I'll probably get that myself. What do I want to give Bastila? As you can see, you've got certain powers which are more favoured towards the dark side or the light side. Dark side are down here mainly. There's a light side one. There are some which are universal as well. And powers are also restricted by armour. Not all of them, but some are. Bastila can have... Bastila can have slow. Then levelling up again. She can also have stun droid. Feeds. Bastila tends to use flurry a lot, like I use flurry a lot, so it might be useful to give her improved flurry. Although I could give it toughness. I will. And now we're level 6, so we can give her cure. Excellent. Lovely. Lightsaber. Oh. I love it. I'm gonna play as Bastila for a bit. So we need to go to the Cantina anyway to meet up with Canderous. What? Where's my party? Mission. Keep up. Aha! Bastila. Yes, please.
How can I help?
Bastila is one of my favourite characters out of all characters.
I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Koth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you.
I could have taken them.
I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find you there. Yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulca prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus Swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
Praise me! I had help.
Yes, well, I hardly consider myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all. But I won't deny you've impressed me with what you've done. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... Ah, yes, the rescue again. Very well, for what it's worth, I concede the point to you. You rescued me from Brejik, and yet we're still stuck here on Taurus. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
I'm sure we will, Bastila.